Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more high score Balatro. In this run, I was aiming for my third naneinf score in as many attempts, and thanks to hitting many of the critical vouchers very early in the run, I was able to increase my hand size with the Crimson Heart bug to give myself more time and money to find the remaining pieces. Enjoy the video. I think this is too slow for our needs. I want the voucher, so I'm going to skip the buffoon pack here. Here. I just kept the queen, I guess. Oh, that's not good. It's honestly not too difficult to get through in one hand on plasma deck, but here we are. A pretty good start. I would, well, I guess I still can get the Hanged Man. Neat. More discards good, but wow. Not yet. Need to get my money right. This could help long term. And we do need to probably buy the voucher on the way out. Fortunately, probably need to get the Cloud9 as well just to get our money sorted.
Well met.
Brendan, thank you for the 6. It's not a good voucher, but it's one we probably have to take. Check for money. Got more cards. Let's make this blue Joker even worse.
Well met.
Congrats, Mag. Skeeter Drums. Thank you for the 4. Take a peek. No thank you. Sure. First voucher whiff. Why not? I'm gonna take this, but not use it yet. I wonder if it's worth a voucher skip at this stage. Kinda need more scoring. Sure. It's more money. Missed the voucher skip. Three queens still. Let's focus on winning the round before we... Okay, yeah, because Blue Joker falls off the more we discard. First purple is welcome. Strength isn't bad. Rebate. Uh-oh.
Well met.
Not Chell, thank you for the prime. Is this enough? Alright, we should probably find some scoring immediately. That's nice. Get that on the board. Oil, please. Okay. Past the heart boss. I want to try and find more 8s.
Well met.
IPv6 freely, and Eagle, thank you for the subs. Europe. We really got that in the telescope right now. There's our... Oh, man. Huge get. I missed it. $76. Here's another 5.
Well met.
Weirdest one. Thank you for the 50 months. Holy. Appreciate that. Still 2 pair. Bad boss blind for what we've got going. Welcome, Hyperion. Beanie Baby, hello.
Well met.
Let's see if we can sneak this by and try and find another 9. Please. Okay, fine. We tried. Bing Bong, thank you for the 14. voucher. Bad joker. Bad jokers. Any eights? See if we can get one more, maybe. We did. That's part of what I was looking for here. Now we can get golden ticket, maybe? Already have a red. Let's copy it, or we could copy... We haven't seen the purple in a while. Might be worth copying the purple this stage in the run. Casting tonight's MLB match. I don't believe there is one. So yes. Smiley faces, no. Need the voucher though. Eights again. Dingus Butticus, thank you for the donation. Very cool. Since we saw this first, let's death it. I'd like to save the double for that. We did it. Voucher is helpful. Not a perfect death, but good enough. There we go. Tens. Ooh, careful now. All right. Pocket is a little late. I don't like cutting cards more than anything right now. Really like death. Dog is doing fine. Today's his last day on bed rest, so should be up and about a little bit more often. Really should probably death the red seal. There it is. Now the hard part is like training him to use the steps to get on the bed instead of jumping. So undoing like 13 years of learning. I think we'll come back for that. The master just on the floor for a bit instead? Yeah, but then the other dog would jump on the bed, and he's a husky, and the bed would be ruined. So, no, I don't think I'll do that. I mean, that's just gotta be worse than, Let's see what this looks like. Ow. Okay, so we can get out of everything chip related. And back into more support and econ jokers. Remember, acorn does not matter. I don't think I want lucky cards in my deck. I don't want a lucky cat. Whoops. Streamer blunder. I mean, it's not like we're using these, right? Could also go Bean because we have the turbo reroll. Incredible timing. What's our skip? Terrible. So we're just gonna... It's not super important, but we can give it a shot. Or just die accidentally, I don't know. We do have glass as a backup if things go wrong. I think we can probably just kill the Midas Mask to increase the chances of Turtle being hit in. Could also look for Burglar. No red seal, so we'll copy the purple. Okay. It's a pretty good backup plan. Probably won't be able to take a Burglar anymore. Missed. Let's just do this, see where we land. Kinda need to save this just in case. Beautiful. We do this because this is how we get the extra hand size. Do you ever go for it again? Pretty low risk. As long as it doesn't ping pong back and forth between the photo and the chat, I think we're fine. Oh, I'm out of cards. Huge. Holding on to the glass card is what allowed me to make this play, though. I'm just gonna play this. I don't want to accidentally botch anything.
Well met.
I don't know if that last hand works. I guess we'll find out. Seems like it worked. Put this here. I don't know why I did a Marge Simpson voice there.
Well met.
Flying fish. Thank you for the 4. That would have been a bad time for Necto anyway. I should have rolled the shop first to see if there's anything good. Lack of overstock is a bit of an issue. Sure.
Well met.
Kurt, thank you for the 6. And Kirsten, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. You getting any good streaks today? Six and 1 today, decent day. I should say so. The extra steal made me win too quickly. And Sashwa, thank you for the super chat. Is it a mod? I don't get why your hand size is so big. I don't play modded, unless I explicitly stated in the title. It is, I'm a dirty bug exploiter.
Well met.
Rabid, thank you for the gifted. I mean, what's the point of all this hand size if we aren't going to Farmer Reserve Parking, I guess? So we've got through ante 11, maybe 12, probably 12, if we actually worry about scoring. It's way too much money to pass up on. We'll use the purples. Rabid, thank you for the bits. Nice. Edo, thank you for the super chat. Congrats on the Perkio naneinf. You good at this game? Depends on who you ask. It's not something I really care about, though. That's just an unbelievable amount of money. When parking is good, it's good? Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's got to go right now. Wait a minute. Could have made the seance work. We need an ecto still, so Sixth Sense is good. Which does probably mean holding off on the death. To see if we need it for the Sixth Sense. I'm gonna roll still. If we get a Baron, come back for you. If we get a Baron, we can look for an Ecto in here. I mean, I can't take the gamble. That's really unfortunate. Like, I can't Ecto with these 3 jokers here.
Well met.
That's just, like, I lose and die. I'm gonna take the money. I'll get the deck fixing. Look for 6s. Now here's the crazy thing. I don't know if I can take that. Because it's more important to get an Ecto than it is to take the first mime that we see. Okay. Maybe we're doing an idol? You got the hand size go for Baron. Jesus, why didn't I think of that? So stupid. Good thing I have chat here to help me. Take another purple. Egg. Have to skip that as well. We have 2 more bites at this 6 cents. You. You. Shame. Should probably be blocking these spectrals, but what are you gonna do? Gives me another 6. Go here.
Well met.
Cool. Techno. I give you the super chat. Missed again. Let's save it. We have 2 cards that we kind of want to hit with it. Actually, no, let's use it. Then we can play this. Has 1 billion with the extra steel. We'll be idle ready if we cut that 10. Let's see what's in here first. The snipe? I mean, we still take it, right? Can you do Beanbug in multiplayer? How do you get the Crimson Heart in multiplayer when your opponent is the boss blind? Okay, then. I think they just mean bug Turtle Bean? Nah, he's got too much patience to be bugged. I don't actually care about... Well, okay, sure. Give me the Ecto. C-dubs! Alright, it does free up at least one Joker slot.
Well met.
Sure. Pick Cube, thank you for the 10 months. Much appreciated. Could still use some deaths. That's pretty good too, I suppose. Six in the standard pack? How would that help me? The negative tag? I repeat the question. How would that help me? Okay, now we can check for a 6. I mean, we do have Crystal Ball, so it's not super urgent. There are other ways to get an Ecto if we get Bowman Globe. Yeah, no overstock is kind of killing me right now. It's pretty good. I don't know what my score is going to be. I'm going to be a coward here. I guess I don't need to be because we don't care how many kings are in hand if we're playing a flush 5. E17. Oh, thank God. Finally an overstock. Clearly that's gonna change things. Oh no. Okay. Vlaha, thank you for the membership. Can't really do golden ticket with the DNA anyway, so. Yeah, ticket comes back. Not a big deal. That one I actually kind of want long term. So I do want to cut my cards. Hashtag fun dad, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate that. My wife dated a clown before we started going out. I have some big shoes to fill. Yeah, but then you get to do the funny walk, at least. Techno, thank you for the gifted membership. Yeah, this works a little bit better. I can't really use it yet. So I should have taken that reserve parking first. There it is again. Okay, we'll come back for the rebate as well. Why do we have to skip Sock? What does Sock do for me? This is probably better anyway. Bad voucher. Let's do that. I think it's probably enough to take this now. We just won't use all of our discards. Oh, there we go. Oops. Minus $10. Alright, probably got a turbo roll for some cola. Nope. Take a death. Gotta part ways with that. It's too important. Idol is back. No, we tried. Oh no, not an extra large boss blind. What are we gonna do? We didn't even need the second bear in hand because we got so many red seals in hand. Oops. Cannot take the magic trick here. Weren't the greatest vouchers, but we got some out of the way at least. I think we're just done caring about these purples. Jeez. Now we're really done caring about them. This will get us through because we did go back in time here. I could be farming more off the golden ticket, but I just choose to be lazy. Non-red seals out. I need the mime first. Again, we're not interested in invisible jokers in these runs. Actually, maybe that was a fine time for it because we don't really need the DNA. But it is a lot of money to give up. 6. Found the mime. Alright, so now we chill and wait for vouchers. DNA probably goes if we find Ecto or Cola even. We're not gonna roll hard.
Well met.
Bear, thank you for the 10. It's with the DNA copy. Give DNA up for invisible yet. We're seconds away from me saying we don't take invisible on these runs. How to get Ecto? Hope for Omen Globe. That is going to be our biggest hurdle for this run, though. Louise, thank you for the super chat. I was en route for first unseated ante 39 and I fumbled on ante 34 by not skipping the big blind. I'm sad. I almost did that on mine, too. I got distracted by something chat was saying and was reading that instead of focusing and almost clicked the wrong button. Okay, here's a chance at Ecto. Nope. I don't like the way these are looking at me. Skip for a double tag? Probably, yeah. I think that's the only skip other than a voucher I'd take right now. Beanbug next ante is still a good chance. Is it? It's not terrible. I don't know if I want to spend the money to roll that hard for it, though. We'll do some light rolling, maybe. Hand type is fine. Oh. Oh. Duh. No reason to roll here. Should probably find a chariot. Got the DNA kind of late, though. Yeah, so we should maybe roll for Taros. Alright. Good voucher, please. Antimatter is on the table. That's a whiff. Alright, we do some light rolling here for another turtle bean. Cool.
Well met.
These need to go anyway. I know they're not the foil ones, but it's actually more pressing. Axeman, thank you for the 16.
Well met.
And ADR, thank you for the prime. Wild Trapper, thank you for the membership. Oh, no, this still wins, right? Barely. That was a pretty sick beat. Egg. Well, there's our steel. Let's see if we can get a suit changer. Hello? Find it eventually. We might actually need the foil to be steel because it's kind of hard to differentiate between steel and gold when they're polychrome. I guess the suits will help with that, but, like, honestly, not a lot. You could also just do the naked ones with steel instead. We've reached the acceptance phase of grieving the foil. You know what? You're right. We gotta be strong. Alright, so we're looking for a suit changer and bean. Now we gotta keep rolling anyway. It's an idol, a suit changer. I want to change the suit of one Joker, not all of them. I mean, technically this works. But never mind, we found the DNA again. Like, look at that. That looks way too similar, but I've already done it. Here, please give me Omen Globe or Antimatter here. Louise, thank you for the super chat. If I were local funk, I'd make Crimson Bug a feature, not a bug. Do you know how many things need to go right for it to happen? I think if a feature requires you to quit out to the main menu and perform some very unintuitive like results, it's probably a bug, not a feature. Ecto? Huge. This DNA is getting whiplash. Guess we could have taken the faceless. That's decent money. Block a rare. And it's a low effort invisible. Doesn't cost me anything at the moment. Cut those because they aren't polychrome. We want to find a showman. Bean was just a couple rerolls away. That's not how the shop works. Shop resets from one entity to the next. So it's not necessarily true. Hey, congrats, Ryan. And Makeo, thank you for the donation as well. It's a 50-50 on the invisible, so it's not terrible. Throw it on the pile. The DNA's back. Okay, now it's no longer a 50-50. Unlucky. And we will kill this for a showman. Maybe I just stop rolling and then see what we get. We also probably kill this, right? Yeah, Negative Matador does look weird. I don't think I've ever seen this one either. You're not going to be seeing it for long. Starry Bright, thank you for the donation. Oh, I'm copying the wrong Joker. But we're close enough that it doesn't matter.
Well met.
Felix, thank you for the 4. Alright. Has Invisible Joker been getting those threatening letters I've been sending? We'll find out. I guess so. It's about time you figured things out. Jeez. Alright, now we're just chilling again. And looking for antimatter. Why is he against matter? Because I keep running into it. So I'm going hard on the ante stance. Oh, no. Why did that win? The one extra hand size? Holy! What a chain of events. All right, we're looking for Showman now. Or, I mean, God help me, another invisible. Rebate is also good. Can't really do that with the DNA. I mean, we could, it's just annoying. Egg. I mean, it's better than this nonsense. Oh, there's the rebate. Here's the Matador again. We don't need to reroll that because we changed suits. Oh! We did it, chat. Oof.
Well met.
McLovin's super bad at gaming. Oh, what a name. I give you the song. You and me both, McLovin. Okay, this doesn't win, but let's move it in case. EDF, thank you for the prime. And Brownie, thank you as well. The situation, what guides how long you reroll in the shop before going next? Purely vibes. Which is how I make most decisions in this game. Vibes and experience. XN, thank you for the prime. But basically what you, and this is from Doc Spector, not me, your goal is to roll so that the total amount that you spend rolling is about how much you earn per round. Or less. You want to be like at least net neutral or net positive in terms of what you're getting from the round compared to the shop. So we look at where our money is at the end of round, and then we don't want to roll any lower than that typically. But mostly I'm just rolling until I feel like I am done. Grit, thank you for the bits. Money. Right on the pile. The 6 cents let me down this time. Any showmans in chat? Murphy, are you here? I guess we don't need this anymore. We don't really need vouchers. I would like Overstock Plus, though. We have the critical ones. And we do maybe need to roll a little bit more to find something to fill that slot. I just checked it when it was wrong with me. I rolled too hard. cards are shiny. I know it's actually like legitimately distracting.
Well met.
God of Flavortown. Guy Fieri, is that you? I hope you brought some extra donkey sauce. I give you the 2. The polychrome, I think, was through an aura. Yes, it was. Wait. We did the thing where we're already through Ante 24 again. Sun buttons, thank you for the bits. This actually beats Ante 26 with like 5 more steel. Yeah, I just realized that. Like we're just kind of cruising for now. Ante 39 possible? It's possible. We'd have to hit the beanbug one more time, I believe. It's not likely, but it wasn't likely last time when it happened. I don't know if we'll go for it or not. There's our man. Alright, it's just Blueprint or Brainstorm now.
Well met.
Peachy T, thank you for the sub. I mean, it'd be, if you don't mind, I would take a negative Blueprint or Brainstorm. Huh? 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 Or a negative rebate could be cool. Did you go for a second Ecto? Depends on where we are. I think I would have to have the Ante 39 chance, right? That's how we got it last time. Is you want the probably the 4th copy Joker, right? Or 5th copy Joker. There's a world where we just have a bunch of steel and this wins, so let's move that preemptively. Yeah, this is the reason to change the suits of the steel cards. Obviously, because we have the reroll voucher, we don't need to do this. But it saves me 10 bucks. It probably costs me more because we have fewer gold cards. But you don't always have retcon available to you, so if you only have the first reroll voucher, director's cut, you can just kind of tank this boss blind by knowing where in your hand the steel cards are going to be versus the gold cards. Yeah, I think Overstock Plus is the only voucher we care about that's still remaining. Have you ever been close to naneinf but not gotten it? Many times when I was trying to get the first one. The first one is the hard one. If we get it here, it'll be 3 times in a row, so it gets a lot easier. Or I've just gotten a lot luckier in the minds of some chatters. Who can say which it is? Skill doesn't exist, it's always luck. True. True, that's why I keep losing. It's not possible that I could be making some mistakes, no. Twins? Basil? Twins? Wrong fella. We've got time. Like, We've basically got until ante 26 to find it, right? So we don't need to be in a rush. That was some of the worst discarding the world has ever seen. But you have seen it. I was so close to my first naneinf, but never saw Director's Cut, Retcon, Voucher Skip, or Luchador in 25 antes and died to plant. I mean, you're not going to be able to carry a Luchador in, at that stage anyway, but, like, not being able to find a single Voucher Skip is brutal. I mean, that one's completely outside of your control, right? Again, you don't need luck in order to get naneinf. You don't need luck in order to win most gold stake runs. But you can get unlucky, and that can be the cause of why you don't get there. And not getting a single Voucher Skip is definitely something that's outside of your control and just unlucky. Unluckiness is in the nature of card games, I feel like. Yeah, it's just variance, right? Like, the hidden one that actually is probably harming your runs more than anything is draw RNG and just, like, bricking draws. But because, especially for new players, everything is so Joker forward in Balatro, that's the part that people fixate on. But the Jokers are the easy part. We gotta reroll that. Gotta reroll that. Gotta reroll that. Well, some of those those are all of the worst boss blinds consecutively that we've just been dodging until now. But we did have retcon super early. It's a 14. I can tank a couple. Better you are, the less luck matters? Yeah. Here and here. Is there another showman? I think this one is broken. Here's how you know it's broken. It hasn't even shown me another showman.
Well met.
The Jolly Stoffington. Thank you for the prime. You can also lose by being unskilled like me. See, here's the thing. I think that's less likely to be true about you if you are saying that. I think the chatters who I'm the most dubious of their skill in this game are the ones who fixate on how lucky you have to get.
Well met.
Whisper of Spring, thank you for the 4. Someone who says that is descended from the Dunning-Kruger Peak. Oh my god. Speaking of, the multiplayer comments are already coming out in full force. Someone did the very normal thing where they timestamped everywhere in the VOD where they thought I made a mistake. And one of them was a place where I made a mistake, but their assessment of the mistake is I should have onked the 4-charge seltzer with 2 lives left, the big blind still in play, and then picked up the trio, rolled deeper, and grabbed the idol after that. But, like, why in God's name would you ever even consider onking a seltzer? I mean, we could stop the sentence there. But especially, like, the only reason that's a remote consideration is because that person knew that the idol was there. And they, like, that's an insane thing to suggest. Okay, GG. Yeah, should have just consulted the seed map, I guess.
Well met.
Level clap, thank you for the prime. Could have stream sniped? That's true. Maybe I should have, then I wouldn't have held the banana to to block into the Chad and could have had a chance in game 2. Look, and I admit, like, I admitted in the moment I botched the hand. I admitted in the moment I made a bad play. But I also, like, then correctly stated what the better play would have been, which would have given me a much better chance than whatever that was. This is what I get for yapping. Okay, it didn't actually matter. Doesn't matter, streamer isn't perfect, the immersion is ruined? Yeah. Famously, very famously, I talk about how perfectly I play this game. On a regular basis. Enjoy Roffle yaps? I gotta tell you, 3D weirdo. I have a long-standing theory that the, a chatter's ability to just, like, eat a quick timeout and come back and be very normal is a good indication of a solid chatter. And you're proving that point right now again. So thank you. It's just like the perfect indicator, a Jake-like chatter. Unironically, yeah, like if you can just if you can just come back and be normal, like that tells me that I don't know, you're a normal person, I guess. Sometimes people come back with weird energy. I miss Jake? Yeah, the last time we heard from Jake, they said that they were they said, I'm cooking up something, don't worry, and then never returned. It's incredible. We're still waiting. Maybe one day. Bro's playing the long game? We'll figure it out someday. Or maybe it's we should be terrified. I don't know which one. I'm choosing to be terrified. Alright, half of you be terrified, half of you be, you know, excited with anticipation. Good chilies take time, man? Oh, dear God. We don't need to get on the Skyline chili rant again.
Well met.
My viewership in Cincinnati can't handle it. Jury McFlurry. Why is that so fun to say? Everyone watching this video right now, say that out loud. It's fun, I promise. It's Skyline Chili. I live near Cincy, and I swear. Look, I'm glad you put it in quotes, because, like, it's the baseline. I don't want to get too far into it, but, like, the baseline order is missing the most critical component of a chili, in that it doesn't have beans. You have to pay extra for beans. Beans are gross? Sometimes, yeah. But, like, why are you calling it a chili if there's no beans? And then also, why are you throwing it on top of spaghetti for some reason? I like Skyline Chili mods. Feed them nothing but 2 ways for the rest of the stream. We'll see how you like it after that. Yeah, I think the camera is doing something weird. I don't think it's out of focus. I think it's lagging. Is it still lagging? It's better now? Okay. Well, now we have to wait for the timeout to happen. And we can just re-roll that. Wah! Sure, why not?
Met.
Vin, thank you for the prime. Like, we didn't need to re-roll the, pillar, I just didn't want to deal with it. Careful, there's a sniper aiming at you. I've been telling you, I got shooters everywhere. That's what happens when I do the bean bug. That's why we don't save scum either. There'll be a couple trained on me. In chili competitions, beans are only required in the home style category. So restaurants just get a pass. It's restaurant style chili if you don't put beans on it. This currently doesn't reach ante 39. In order to get there, we would need one more bean bug hit with at least a +4 hand. And then,
Well met.
Corey, thank you for the prime. And then one more ecto into another blueprint brainstorm. You think you have the most real hours on Balatro globally? Nope. I know at least one person that has much more than me. And then also, I think some people in chat have about as much as me. I don't know how that's possible. This is my job. Oh, hi, Mark. I think I just hit 2,000 hours. Nope. 1986. Literally 1986. It's possible to reach ante 39 with a net negative blueprint brainstorm without the bean? Yes, but you need multiple. I think what Doc always says is you need like 1.5 nat negatives. So you need a scoring joker as a nat negative, and you need a support joker as a nat negative as well. So yeah, like either one of these, one of the blueprints, and then something else in the build. So you need basically 2 nat negatives. Walks, thank you for the donation. One crucial piece and Troubadour, basically. I think so. I'm not sure if Troubadour would necessarily be enough. I guess it's kind of like a... It's not quite a DNA is the problem, right? Because if DNA is nat negative, that's a lot of extra hand size because you can fill the DNA slot with something else. Pergio postscripts gets you there too? Yeah, but like, that wasn't the question they asked, right? Good enough. Probably not worth sacrificing another Joker for a chance at Perkio anyway. The thing is that, like, because we got the extra hand size, the DNA is actually unnecessary. So we could. Because the purpose of the DNA is to get us hand size, and we already have the hand size that we need to get through Ante 24. At Ante 21, what Perkio even do? The problem isn't that Perkio wouldn't do much. It would be too slow for an observatory. The real problem is that we have no way to get it cryptid. Cryptid, it would probably be fast enough for a cryptid at this point, but we have no way to get it cryptid. Would Ante 39 be requirement be if the pattern continued and the number didn't overflow? I don't know, we don't do math here. There are mods that have that in place, you can check those. Or you can do the math yourself, but don't do it here. That's dangerous and illegal. Oh, hi, Mike. Gold cards look beautiful, though? Yeah, the problem is steel looks a little bit less cool with the polychrome. It's so absurd to see that on a non-serpent round. Gotta re-roll it. One of these days we'll find Overstock Plus, right? Someone check in on Overstock news. I need to know. Anyone have a time machine? If not, what's your problem? Get on that. You know, Doc Brown would have loved Balatro. Ronald Reagan? The actor? It's the only line I remember from that movie. Because that's maybe the funniest line in the movie. Our shops just look so sad without Overstock Plus. You know? Like, it's not... With this much money, it's probably not a necessity, but, like... Not only money, but time, right? Because we see a lot of shops as a result of not having to Serpent Farm immediately. Probably just not taking Magic Trick at all here. The only reason you really want to take Magic Trick in these runs is, first of all, after you have Overstock Plus, after you have your Joker set, which we do have a Joker set, but it's in order to get closer to the critical vouchers. We have all the critical vouchers, so we're just like bricking our shops for no real upside. Very American to want to overstock your shops for the sake of appearance. Look, if my shops aren't fully stocked, how will the rest of the world know I'm not poor? If I can't ignore the 15 different, like, variations of Cheerios just to take the Honey Nut ones, what's the point of living here?
Well met.
What's the point of living, really? Burke, thank you for the 11.
Well met.
And Shamu, thank you for the 16. Gorbachev would have loved Balatro, yeah, but he'd hate, and I have this on good authority, what Pizza Hut has turned into. It's a disaster. Bankrupt? No, just trash. I don't know what their financial situation is. I mean, given the last time I ate a Pizza Hut pizza, maybe they should go bankrupt. They're closing 200 locations. Look, you don't always have to hand it to the markets, but sometimes they get things right. Domino's is going a little downhill lately. I haven't had it in a while. Last few times have been good. So how dare you? Did pizza go downhill or something? I haven't ate there in like 10 years, but it was good. You're gonna want to sit down for this. Look, I don't even have to look it up. I'm just going to assume that it was private equity that purchased it and is turned it into whatever abomination it is now, which would also explain the closing of several locations. Still can't believe that Domino's had to take public accountability for how bad their food was. I mean, to be clear, they should have. It used to be bad. And then they flipped, and it was fine for just, like, chain pizza. One hand type. Oh, hey, we got the voucher. Domino's also has wings that are delicious trash? Look, I agree with you that they're trash. I don't know. I'm not gonna ride for Domino's wings. You won't catch me doing that. I think... But I'm also a bit of a wing snob, so maybe let's... You do you or whatever. You think you could do the Hot Ones wings? Probably not. I mean, I don't really have any desire to. I would rather just, like, eat a bunch of wings and not suffer and enjoy them. I like enjoying my food? Yeah. Hot take. No pun intended, but, food is better when you can enjoy it rather than suffer through it. Downfall of Wingstop needs to be studied. It has gotten pretty bad. Yeah, like, I can't even order the original hot anymore because it, like, half the time it just comes in, like, a soup of sauce. I gotta know the wing limits, like, in terms of quantity. I could probably throw down 30 or so in one sitting without really feeling bad. About in one standing? Probably about the same. Don't forget to do that. One hand type, I can do that. Like, if I wanted to feel bad, I could probably do a lot more than 30, but 30 is like... I don't know. Wouldn't even, like, hit my health bar. Shield would still be up. You eat food like that on a daily basis? No. But sometimes I get hungry. Like this morning, when I had 4 donuts for breakfast. 30 is crazy. I am larger than most people, so like you have to scale it up. Only 4? I mean, they're chocolate bars. So they're big. It was like more than 2,000 calories just in that one meal. What are we talking about? Only 4. Boss, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. Now I want a donut? So you know the stream and video are sponsored by Big Donut. Does Roffle, the largest Balatro content creator, not simply eat the other Balatro content creators? People have been asking that. But also, I think Murphy's about... We didn't get it. I think Murphy's the same height. Or around the same height. I've heard. I think Zayna's pretty close too, so... I'd have to be real hungry. Alright, we can check for a turtle bean, I guess. Doc should have been small? I mean, it's difficult to gauge without proper perspective, but he seemed pretty tall, too. B-Dubs is the best wing place right now. I haven't been in several years because every single time it was the one... This is just the location near me, and it's closer than Wingstop, unfortunately. It was horrific. Like, just... Like, I've never sent food back at a restaurant. This was the first time I was tempted, and it was horrific. B-dubs is the best place right now. There are no good wing places in existence. Yeah, that's... I can't fathom a world where that's true. But I also haven't... Like, I haven't been there in years because my most recent experiences have been so just unbelievably bad. In naneinf runs, do you always take the voucher skips, even in Antes 1-2? Probably not 1-2, because you're unlikely to be able to afford those vouchers. It'll depend on where your money is, and where your scoring is, because those early shops tend to be some of the most important shops in the game. I forgot to roll again. I guess we're not doing another bean bug, which means no ante 39. Unlucky. I've been taking ante 4 to 5 double tags recently. That seems reasonable to me as well, right? Because you're a little bit more stabilized in ante 4 to 5 than you are 1 through 3, right? You really want to get that, like, first of all, you want to get your scoring established in some way. And then you also, like, need to start accumulating the interest. And if you're skipping blinds, you're losing out on a lot of money, as well as opportunity cost in the shop, so... I think 4 to 5 is probably the earliest I'd look at most skips, to be honest with you, even the voucher. But I think I've probably taken them at times earlier than that just because I had the money going. New Jersey, thank you for the raid. Speedrun the idle path so I don't take any skips. I try to have idle going before ante 8. So yeah. That is another consideration, is that skipping early kind of loses that path because you really need to get the, like, you need to speedrun the idle being online. Otherwise, you're going to be too far behind once it does, like, enter your Joker roster. Alright, bean. Throw it on the pile. So that I can remember to never copy it. Yeah, DNA dies for bean, DNA dies for burglar. DNA is not super critical for the build, other than just giving us more time to find the burglar once we get past ante 24. Probably enough rolling, right? Just not gonna find it. Oh man. Normally I would reroll this, but like, given how bad 8-ball treated me in yesterday's match, I'm gonna sell the 8-ball and feel really good about it. I hope Zeno watches this video. Gibby, thank you for the super chat. Big money? I mean, less money after I wasted all that time re-rolling. Why do you always keep animations on at this stage? Because this is a vanilla run with vanilla... with no mods. And turning animations off in the game doesn't make the runs faster. It just makes it boringer. Wait, not yet. So are we just dead ante 32? Most likely, yeah. Unless. I mean, even if we get an ecto here. Alright, rip it. I should have sold it, but it doesn't matter. That's twice that it shows up the exact following ante. That's so annoying. Ante 32 beanbug maybe? That's not realistic. We die because we don't have the... Okay. Now we could go for the reserve parking again. Also, do we have the score without the bean to, well, it doesn't matter. GG. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Now, we're not going to be able to do it here because it will win too quickly, unfortunately. I think this has to go to 27. I forgot about the DNA. You might be right. I mean, we don't have to exhaust every hand is the thing, right? We can just, once we get to about 44 or whatever, we can hit it. It's gonna take forever? Nah, we're just gonna blast through because we don't need the money. No, the bean would not have been there in the previous ante because the shops reset each ante. So just because it was close to the start of this ante doesn't mean it was only a few rolls away. Yeah, let's just move on this one. We don't need that much money. We're just going to drop out once we hit the naneinf. This is 3 attempts in a row, though, with one of them being a ante 39 run. Dogu, thank you for the membership. Why couldn't you have done the beanbug this blind? There's no way to disable the bean this blind. So you solved the game pretty much. Nope. Or is that something that is a goal of mine? Yeah, let's move this before I forget. Not that there's much risk of failure at this point. Still no Overstock Plus. I don't know why I even bothered opening that. Oh no, not the negative skip. Unbelievable. Alright, now it might take a while. Showman in the negative skip, that would be like the one thing that keeps me in this run. I installed Balatro in my smartwatch it with Android, but I can't see the card numbers. What are you, James Bond? You get that set up for you by Q. Or whoever.
Well
I don't know.
met.
I haven't seen James Bond since I was like a teenager. EC, thank you for the 2 months. Chad, I've never seen James Bond. Don't worry, he's seen you. And do be careful, he has a license to kill. James Bond is only good when you're a teenager. That's why I haven't watched any more of them. Or when you're in your 60s, maybe. I don't know. Do boomers like Bond? I'm sure they probably do. Maybe like the, up until the Pierce Brosnan era or whatever. Boomers like the Bond girls, not Bond? That's probably accurate. Daniel Craig's Bond ain't so bad. I believe that. I did see Casino Royale and it was fine. I think you're like, I don't know. There are just other things I'd rather watch Daniel Craig in. And I never really had any desire to watch another Bond movie after Casino Royale. Even though it, like, was, like, of better qualities than some of the original ones, for sure. So you are a hater? No? I don't really have strong feelings at all about it. It's not for me, I don't care. sane people can have like negative opinions about media without it like controlling their lives. The old ones are funny though. I know the best thing to come out of the old ones are the Austin Powers movie. I think we can actually do it here. We just don't exhaust our hands. Tabbing over. Almost took the stream down. Something's going on with my OBS lately. I think that's why the camera was lagging as well. I keep getting encoding errors. I think it might be related to the new overlay for Major League Balatro that Zeno made me install or whatever. Or I just have too many Chrome tabs open. Gibby, thank you for the super chat. This thing to come out of old movies are the parody movies?
Well met.
Often, yeah. Leadfoot, thank you for the 1 year. OBS new version has some trouble with NVENC encoders and newer NVIDIA cards. That could be it. The thing is, because it breaks something every time I do it, I just don't update OBS. So, every time that annoying pop-up that says, hey, a new update is out, I say, remind me later, and then I ignore it later. Never update something that's already working fine? Yeah, and especially with, like, running production, especially audio, it's so finicky that as soon as you get it right, you just want to not touch anything ever. That's why when I had to rebuild this desk, it was an absolute disaster. We have enough in hand, so we can just do the scoring copy now and make the funny number and see what our stupid, sexy negative is. Send it.
Well met.
Murphy, thank you for the 13. Friday runs remind me of the architect from The Matrix. We've become exceedingly efficient at it. Have you considered that I'm just lucky, though? Negative showman incoming? Well, that would actually indicate me being lucky. So that would, like, refute my entire premise. Plus, I'd have to stay here longer. To farm up the negatives. Uncommon plus negative skip? I don't actually know if they combine. Because I don't take skips. And I definitely don't take back-to-back Joker skips, because... They do? Alright, we'll find out, I guess. They combo if it wouldn't have an addition otherwise. That makes sense. Fortunately for me, there are more uncommon jokers than there are common jokers, so it's, like, very unlikely that we hit exactly the showman. Sin, thank you for the 4. Update almost anything without shame, but anything that even just slightly touches audio scares me. Yeah, because, like, even certain programs will just hijack your Windows audio settings, and that one's, like, really frustrating. Alright, let's see. Oh, thank God. Alright, we can roll down all of our money and then die. Or just let it end. It's close, but not quite. Oh! We can't have a naneinf without a nat negative crusty, I forgot. I missed my chance. Still no Overstock Plus? You know, you're right. Overstock news about to go crazy. I mean, we're gonna die anyway, right? Do you like or have exotic pets? What are you, the cops? A man. That he's a singular creature, to be sure. Yeah, that is true. All right, GG.